Yeah, I'm just doing a little video here that I'll slip in at some point. It's really quite a dull day and it's very, very dark, but I just want to show you the beauty of this railway track. Now, unfortunately, we've got somebody coming up, a cyclist, so it is used by everybody. This is cycle track number 1. It's the same cycle track that I've been using all around the country, as you all well know, and this is the one in my videos that I've been complaining about, that the half-done job by the Scarborough Council. It turns out there's a little bit more to it than what meets the eye, and as we go on we're finding out a little bit more about what has happened and why. This has never been completed. You can see that this is a beautiful, beautiful track, and this is a dull day. There's a bit of leaf cover there from the trees, absolutely marvellous, the colours, and this is the very track that I want to get complete. Well, I will get complete. It's not, it will get done. I'm not the sort of person that I've always got my own way through life. And at 62, it's not going to stop now, is it? You know, my parents are very good shooters in that. We get our own way all the time. So this will be done, and this will be done for the disabled. It will not only be done for the disabled, like it is everywhere around Britain. It will be a multi-use track. There will be disabled people with electric buggies, there will be horse riders, there will be cyclists, dog walkers, hikers, and anybody else who wants to use this track. With it being a railway track, it's only got a 7-degree gradient. Well, not even that on this one. So we will be taking lots and lots of videos, and we'll show you the bad bits when we get to them. I'm just showing you one of the access points. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. So we've got a little car park there in the background, and this is the access point onto this is all tarmac now. So I'll come up like a, I don't know what you call it, an asphalty kind of surface now to a true tarmac surface. Absolutely beautiful now. It changed from one surface to another. Now you can see the access here is bang on. It's a slight rise, gentle, 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 and eventually comes right up and onto the track. Now in the background there, that's the start of the viaduct. I can't get you any good shots of this at the moment because I'm actually on top going across it, but I'll get some shots from underneath at some point. This is where the track branched off to go into Whitby. So this track would have been coming out from Middlesbrough all the way around the coast, Saltburn and all around there, and going on then towards Scarborough, all along the coast. Apparently it was one of the beautifulest runs that right along the cliff face that you probably could have gone on if only it was open today. I remember the last train crossing it in the 60s. I was only a small child then, and I took down the bridge just below where my house was. Steel bridge. They wanted it to go to the VW factory, hence why the Germans made at that particular time such good VW Beetles that would last forever. They had the best of British steel. All the railway tracks went to them, exported to Germany. Anyway, this break in the track here, this is where the trains went down into Whitby. There was a problem with getting into Whitby because it was way too steep for anything to just get down at the bottom, so it went into the top half of Whitby, the West Cliff station. We'll talk about that later. And at this point here, there used to be a signal box just up the track there. So breaking off from here, we go down to Whitby. So what had to happen here was the trains could only, they had to reverse down and come up. It was quite a performance for the trains to get into Whitby itself, into the station where now Whitby station is. that was really very hard for them to do. And this shunting and reversing, this is the point where it broke off and the track went into the bottom of Whitby. Further on the track here, it went on to West Cliff railway station, and we'll have a little look at that a bit later on. Maybe not today, but this end then, this is where the track unfortunately has to end. Not because it has to end. Years ago when I was a kid, this track, as you can see, went on pretty much, well, probably not in as good a condition it is at the moment, after it seems, maybe more overgrown. But it used to go along here and then past a few hours at the top, and it was all flat and came out on a beautiful stretch right on the West Cliff, basically, before you get towards the beach. All flat, all accessible. Well, they've put some boarding up not far after the next bridge, so they've blocked that off. I presume maybe some of the buildings down there have taken claim to some of the land, maybe, or it just got overgrown or built over the top of, or whatever's happened over beyond this point. I'm not quite sure, but the access point back down into Whitby is this one, and okay, we'll try and get a little bit of better look. I'll just manoeuvre myself in a minute and we'll get the camera back on. I'll kind of give you an idea of, it's okay for me, but I think most people in wheelchairs and with disabilities and other problems, and it would be quite dangerous even for electric scooters. The danger of tipping over backwards will be pretty extreme. It is pretty steep. Yeah, so this is the gradient down. Believe me, I'll try and get you some kind of idea. That's kind of, I would say, that about level, so you can tell that this now is seriously steep. Yeah, it's doable, but you wouldn't want to. You'd have to have a seriously good electric scooter to get over. There's always going to be the danger of tipping over backwards as well. So it would seriously, we would need better access at this point, brethren, definitely better access. There's all sorts of options to override this little bit and still come down and end up at the same place, but we'd have to go around it a little bit. But yeah, all doable. I'm no photographer, but I love this little view here. This bridge here is, above it is the main road into Whitby from Gisborne, basically. Across here, you know, the traffic noise above. But look at the hanging, that is absolutely, you know, for a photographer, wow, even I can see that. That's pretty damn stunning. Bit of nice light, and what a difference that would make to a beautiful picture, really. All the light coming through the tunnel and everything on a good day. Wow. See, you photographers, you're going to benefit from this when we get this all going. You can come along here and take your own pictures and give me some nice pictures to look at.